Are you saying things that instantly kill a woman's attraction without even realizing it? Most men do, thinking they're being nice, charming, or polite, when in reality, they're ruining their chances. Today, I'll expose the top phrases that secretly turn women off and show you what to say instead. Let's dive in. One of the biggest mistakes men make when talking to women is assuming that their words don't matter. They think attraction is only about looks, status, or being in the right place at the right time. But what you say and how you say it can either ignite attraction or kill it instantly. The wrong words can make even the most confident, good-looking guy seem unattractive, while the right words can make an average guy irresistible. The first mistake is the over-the-top compliment. Many men believe that showering a woman with admiration will make her feel special and increase their chances of winning her over. They say things like, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen," or "Wow, you're absolutely stunning." While these words might seem flattering, they actually have the opposite effect. Attractive women hear these types of compliments all the time, often from men who don't even know them. When you lead with admiration based solely on her looks, you communicate that you don't see her as a real person. You see her as an object of desire. Worse, you put her on a pedestal, which instantly lowers your perceived value in her eyes. A confident man doesn't need to prove how impressed he is by a woman's beauty. He assumes that she already knows she's attractive, so he focuses on engaging with her as a person. Instead of generic flattery, he makes observations that demonstrate he's paying attention beyond surface-level attraction. Instead of, "You're so beautiful," he might say, "You've got this energy about you, like you're always up to something interesting." This not only separates him from the masses of men who drool over her appearance, but it also piques her curiosity. Another mistake is the preemptive apology. Men often sabotage themselves before they even begin speaking by saying things like, "Sorry to bother you," or "I don't want to be annoying, but..." These phrases immediately put a man in a lower status position because they suggest that his presence is an inconvenience. Women are attracted to confidence, and confidence means believing that your presence is a gift, not a disturbance. When a man starts a conversation with an apology, he creates a dynamic where she subconsciously feels that she's granting him permission to exist in her space. Instead of, "Sorry to bother you, but I just wanted to say hi," a confident man simply says, "Hey, I saw you over here, and I had to come introduce myself." No hesitation, no insecurity, just direct, natural engagement. Another attraction killer is the weak opener. Many men approach a woman and simply say, "Hey," or "What's up?" expecting her to carry the conversation. The problem with this is that it puts all the burden on her to create an interesting interaction. Women respond best to men who lead the conversation, not those who expect them to do all the work. A strong opener makes it easy for her to respond. Instead of "Hey," a man could say, "You have this interesting look, like you've got a secret. Should I be concerned?" This creates intrigue and encourages her to engage. The key is to say something that makes it effortless for her to continue the conversation. A good approach makes a woman feel comfortable, entertained, and curious about what will come next. A major mistake many men make is what can be called the approval shower. This happens when a man constantly agrees with everything a woman says or responds with exaggerated enthusiasm to even the most mundane things. If she says she likes hiking, and he immediately says, "Wow, that's amazing," or she mentions her job, and he says, "That's so cool," repeatedly, it comes off as insincere and overly eager. Attraction thrives on a sense of challenge and intrigue. A woman wants to feel that she is earning a man's attention, not that he is simply handing it to her because he finds her attractive. When a man is too agreeable, he loses his edge. Instead of "That's amazing," every time she speaks, he can add depth by saying, "That's interesting. What got you into that?" Or playfully challenging her with, "Okay, but how serious are we talking? Like, I go once a year serious, or I live for this serious." This keeps the conversation engaging and makes her feel like she has to contribute to earn his respect. Closely related to this is the issue of the escalation question. When men are interested in a woman, they often ask, "Do you want to hang out sometime?" Or, "Can I get your number?" These questions seem polite, but they also lack confidence. When a man asks if she wants to go out, he's seeking permission rather than leading. Women are drawn to men who assume attraction, not those who tiptoe around it. Instead of, "Would you like to go out sometime?" a confident man says, "Let's grab a drink this week. There's a spot I think you'll love." Instead of, "Can I have your number?" he simply hands her his phone and says, "Put your number in. I'll text you later." By stating what he wants and assuming she will be on board, he projects certainty, which is inherently attractive. Another common mistake is failing to create an emotional experience in conversation. Many men keep interactions too logical, factual, or polite. They ask basic questions. "So what do you do for work?" Or "Where are you from?" While these questions aren't inherently bad, they don't create excitement. They make the conversation feel like an interview rather than an engaging experience. Women are drawn to men who evoke emotions. Instead of asking, "Where are you from?" a better approach is, "Tell me something crazy about your hometown." Instead of, "What do you do for work?" say, "Okay, if you had to describe your job in the most dramatic action movie way possible, how would you do it?" These kinds of questions spark emotion, laughter, and intrigue, which are essential for attraction. Another major turnoff is the needy vibe. This happens when a man puts too much emphasis on gaining a woman's validation. It can manifest in many ways: texting too frequently, over-explaining himself, or constantly seeking reassurance. For example, if a man texts a woman and she doesn't reply immediately, and he follows up with, "Hey, did you get my message?" or "Hope I didn't say anything wrong," he immediately diminishes his attractiveness. Confident men don't chase validation. They communicate, they engage, but they don't desperately seek a woman's approval. If she doesn't respond, they continue with their day. If she pulls away, they don't panic. They assume she's busy or not interested and move on. This sense of self-sufficiency is powerful because it signals high value. Women are attracted to men who don't need them but choose to engage with them out of genuine interest. The next major mistake is the failure to maintain an element of playful tension. Some men are so focused on being polite and agreeable that they eliminate all sense of flirtation and intrigue. Attraction thrives on a push and pull dynamic. If a man is too serious or too neutral, the interaction becomes stale. Adding playfulness doesn't mean being rude. It means knowing how to challenge her in a fun way. If she says she loves a certain TV show, instead of saying, "Oh, that's great," he can say, "Wait, hold on. That's a controversial choice. Defend your case." This creates a sense of back and forth that makes the conversation feel alive. Another mistake is being too indirect about interest. Many men try to befriend a woman in hopes that she will eventually develop feelings. They suppress their attraction and pretend to be just friends, hoping she'll notice their kindness and choose them over other men. This rarely works because women are attracted to men who express their intent confidently. Instead of hiding attraction, it should be subtly but clearly communicated. This doesn't mean being crude. It means being comfortable with flirtation, teasing, and showing appreciation in a way that feels natural. If he's enjoying the interaction, he should express it. "You're fun. I like talking to you." If she says something charming, he can say, "Careful, you're dangerously close to winning me over." These small but direct signals make it clear that he is not just a platonic friend. Each of these mistakes can seem small on their own, but together they create an overall impression that determines whether a woman feels attraction or indifference. The way a man speaks, the way he engages, and the way he expresses confidence without arrogance all play into how he is perceived. The words he chooses, the energy he conveys, and the frame he sets in conversation all determine whether a woman feels excitement, curiosity, and chemistry, or whether she feels nothing at all.